Was good, gang? It's AP here. Let me get this camera fixed. Boom, boom. Beautiful. How are you guys doing today? It's AP 4th of July here. No trades today. The market is, well, should, well, close. Yeah, it's a holiday, but, there was trading session from 9:30 to noon today, but AP did not trade today. No trades were taken. Didn't even open the charts today. I actually woke up this morning. First thing I did, went to the gym, ran 2 miles, got a nice arm and chest workout, and then came home, made some steaks, cut up some fruit, ate some steaks and fruit. Basically my everyday routine. Go to the gym, eating steak. That's how I live. I love my steak a day, fam. Getting raw shit. But yo, today just want to come on here, talk to you guys, say what's up, give you a weekly recap of how everything's been going this past week. Let you guys know that I'm still dedicated to this shit. Let you guys know that I'm still dedicated to you guys, dedicated to growing every day, and dedicated to a better outcome. Really just wanted to come on here, like I said, say what's up, give you a weekly recap, and then also give you some motivation. Give you some motivation to keep going forward and not go backwards. And give you some things to work on to help you go forwards. Because really, before I get any really trading material out on YouTube and other than just, good trades and AA plus setups that I put out on YouTube, recaps, I really just want to get the emotional side and, your psychology side of things down and work on what really matters in trading and with yourself, is how much you love yourself and how much you believe in yourself and the confidence you have within yourself. That's truly, truly the most important thing in life and in trading. If you don't have those things, if you're not confident in yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't love yourself, you ain't gonna love your craft, you ain't gonna love what you do, and you're gonna believe in what you do, and you're gonna be confident in what you do. So what you do in life, it all leads onto the charts, in my opinion, and I'm a big believer in that. So let's just get right into it. But anyways, I just wanted to start with the weekly recap. So on the week, really, let me pull this up here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see my screen or not. Probably not. But on the week for NASDAQ, on the week for NASDAQ, we have seen a very, very, very bullish week. Last week, a whole week ago, a Friday ago, and earlier into 2 weeks ago, we had the end of the war and the war end, and the news come out with the war ending. So that all happened about 2 weeks ago now, with all the war news ending. So since then, price has just been on a continuous bull run. We have taken out all-time highs, and we have traded into new all-time highs and sat above these new all-time highs. Really, on the daily, we've seen once we had that break above the all-time highs, we saw a black candle come into Tuesday was a bearish day, and then from there, Wednesday, Thursday, we have candled up a whole nother level, basically. So on the weekly recap, we have been really bullish the past 2 weeks, coming into with the war ending with Israel and Iran and all that simmering down in the Middle East, and the big beautiful bill coming out with Donald Trump that has also pushed a lot of bullish momentum in the markets. Love to see it. Next week, what I'm expecting is still some more price inflation. I believe that price is still going to fly up a little bit more. We still have a little bit new highs that we need to grab, new highs that we want to grab before we start, pulling back into a retracement. But as of right now, we are still bullish. We are not in a retracement of any kind. We are in a trending market. We are trending higher every day. We are creating new highs, lower lows every day, higher highs and higher lows every day. So I'm still bullish, and I will continue to be bullish. Really, what I want to tell you guys also is that with us sitting at all-time highs, a lot of you guys are new traders. A lot of you guys, are don't really know how to trade this because you've never traded all-time highs before. But what I've really learned, and what I've really looked into and studied is when we're at all-time highs, you don't want to look for shorts. You do not want to look for shorts. You always want to look for setups on longs, mainly until we get some pullback on a daily chart or the 4-hour chart. We're really looking for longs, and that's because when we're trading at all-time highs, price is historically will always go higher. So 30 years from now, price is going to be higher than what it is right now, and price won't even be thinking about what it is right now 30 years down the road. So what we have to take into effect is the lows, and the push low on an all-time high is probably just grabbing liquidity, probably looking to stop people out of the market and get people out of the market, exit people out of the market, so that banks and the market makers can add their new orders and keep inflating price up, because that's the way the market moves, is always going to go up. That's just history, and history tends to prove that. So that's a weekly bias for you guys. That's a weekly recap for you guys. What I'm thinking into next week. Other than that, I wanted to talk to you guys about some things that you can work on. And these things I work on myself every day. I use these every day. I have it written down on a note card. I read it to myself every day. But it is work on mastering emotion regulation. Detach my identity from outcomes, but focus on process. Follow my process, but follow it with passion. Silent execution. This is my journey. Brick by brick. Doesn't have to happen all at once. Brick by brick makes it better, and it gives you a bigger, harder foundation. So when you do fall, you're not falling all the way to the ground. Billionaires are built from extreme clarity, ruthless focus, and relentless discipline. And delayed satisfaction. When price is choppy, get off. If it goes against your bias, don't trade. We don't chase dopamine. We trade execution. We execute our process. That's our main focus every day. The market should force me. I shouldn't force the market. It's okay to not trade. It's okay to not trade. Never trade news, high, heavy impact news. The jobs data, unemployment data, that kind of news is okay. But when I'm talking Trump coming on here and saying we're going to shooting rockets, you don't want to be trading those days. Those are days we're not really looking to trade. Never trade against your bias. If you wake up, you have your daily bias set out, and market starts to play against your daily bias, it's a day, just get off, find your daily bias tomorrow. Never force it. The best trader takes more trading days off than they are trading. Your vision is under construction, but vision without execution is delusion. And remember, God rewards stewardship. Days I don't trade when I tell myself not to, I am building self-trust, being one step closer to the trader I know I am, and protecting capital. Something you guys should all be focused on. Majority of my losing days personally is days that it crosses my mind to get off, days I know the edge isn't there, and preserving capital is a win. Every time you don't trade and you are saving your capital, you are taking a win. Mentally, emotionally, and in the charts, fam. Being correct on price without being in a trade is also a win. But other than that, guys, that's what I tell myself every morning. Some things you guys should be telling yourself every morning. Some things that you guys should mainly be focused on before you trade, remembering before you trade, and just telling yourself before you trade. Go back, rewind that shit, write that shit down. It's some real shit right there. Some shit that will help your mental and give you some mental clarity walking into trades. And days that you need the mental clarity to fucking tell yourself, get the fuck off. Don't chase this shit. Don't chase this shit. You're looking for dopamine right now. These will give you mental clarity, and that's why I use it, is because I'm looking for mental clarity and to just remember myself. It's about a process. This isn't get rich quick scheme. This is a get rich in 1 to 2 year scheme. Fucking brick by brick, fam, month by month. But other than that, guys, that's what I really wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about today on 4th of July. If you guys did tune in, leave a like, subscribe. As you do know, our first 100 subscribers do have a chance of winning a 50K funded Top Step account. We'll get that out to you guys whenever I get to my first 100 subscribers. If you are subscribing, make sure you go to one of my social medias down below in the description and just DM me or put a comment on one of my posts that you have subscribed, and I'll get you entered into that giveaway. And always remember, fam, stay disciplined, stay confident, and be patient. Your day is coming, I promise.